Hi, welcome to my video. My name is John Leon and I'm going to talk about 5 great examples of good managers in Colombia. So let's start. The first one is Carlos Ardila, who is the owner of RCN and Postobon. The second one that is Gonzalo Restrepo, who is the owner of Éxito. The third one that is Julian Jaramillo, that is the president of Alpina. The fourth one, the president of Ecopetrol, that is Javier Gutierrez. And the last one, that is the president of Bancolombia, is Jorge Londoño. So for me, those people are a big examples of good managers, because to become a famous company or a famous person, they had an excellent team. And if we want to have an excellent team, we need a good manager person. So now I am going to talk about the 5 characteristics of a good managers. So the first one is that a good manager have to respect their team, with the objective that doesn't exist bad tension or bad situation into the group. The second one is that have optimism or be an optimist person. With them, you're inspired to their followers or their workers to achieve the goals of the company. The third one is that have a good manager is motivate and encourage workers to achieve the goals of the company or his or her life. The fourth one that is it create an able communication and listen the workers. And finally, the last one is that be a good example for your team. For example, be a tidy person with them. Your group will be organized. Now I am going to talk about bad characteristics that have a bad manager. So the first one is that doesn't listen the workers. The second one is that like poor things never requires to the group that make a better things. The third one is that not respect his or her team. The fourth one is that not create able communication, and the last one is indecisive person. So now we are going to talk about the good activities of a good management. So the first one is that create an able communication toward the one function of a worker. The second one that is give a recognition to the worker for an excellent jobs. The third one is that always permit that their employees participate and give ideas in a conversation. The fourth one that is day per day, the manager look the better of their company and their employees. Last one is that if have an incident with a person, always look to search a fast solution of the problem and keep calm. The bad activities that make a bad management. So the first one is if have a meeting, it arrive so late. The second one is that not have control of the company. The third one is that never take into account their workers or employees. The fourth one that is when make a conversation, those are bored. And finally, or the last one is that make poor things. So what is the way that we have to follow to become a great manager? For me, the way to become a great manager is identify our defects and our good things, making that we will become a good example so that our workers could follow follow like manage example, manage person example. What happen if I have an incident with my manager? What will be my reaction? So first I try to maintain my calm, also try to change his or her attitude, and finally try to my boss listen me, and then I listen her or his opinion. The most important characteristic or skill that a global manager have, I think that the most important skill or characteristic that a global manager will have is that always remember that before to become a manager, it was a worker. So for me, this is one of the skills that most of the people like. So that's all. Thank you. Bye bye.